Alright guys, it's a brand new month and yes, we're back once again to take you on the trip around the world of esports gaming and the games. My name is Shayo and it is the Afrogamer Show. You're welcome to the Afrogamer Show, reaching you every weekend, right here on Afro Sports TV, and it's the biggest and the best esports show anywhere on this continent. I make bold to say it's been a worthwhile journey over the last 4 weeks, and we continue this week, serving you the very best from around the world of esports gaming and the games, talking to the biggest of personalities, showcasing the best of esports games, tournaments, and more. And more than anything, it's definitely always promises to be an exciting time on the show, touching on the different segments we've got for you. And today would not be any different. It promises to be an exciting time out, and you don't want to miss it for anything. The only other favor you can do is to reach out to someone and tell them that it's time for the Afrogamer Show. I'll take a short break. When I get back, Ife Akintaju joins me and we'll break down every bit of news and information making the rounds in the world of esports and gaming. Alright guys, welcome back. It's still the Afrogamer Show. My name is Shayo. Told you about that earlier on, and it's great to be back. And we're moving into the news segment. Ife joins me once again. It's always a delight to break down the news making the rounds. Ife, how's it going with you over there, and how's the week been?
Yes, so thank you for having me once again. I'm looking forward to a packed show on this episode. And yes, there's so much we have for the viewers.
Yes, definitely. We have so much for them. And we'll start with the grand finale of the NPL Season 7. We got the guys in the studio last week talking about the gamers and, of course, the guys, the organizers. And it was good to see the elaborate show they put together, something worth commending in terms of the the presentation and the packaging of that event. And overall it was a good turnout, which saw 10-11 as the back-to-back champions. Haven't won last year, now they've retained their title. Ife?
Yes, so I guess it was not a surprise for me personally, and that's because they're a powerhouse in the Nigerian PUBG Mobile scene. I must commend 10N80, who are the organizers, for putting this together. I don't think they've done such a grand finale in such magnitude. And let's not forget, 10N80 was not 10N80, I'm sorry, I beg your pardon. 10-11 were the same team that represented 10-11 were the same team that represented Nigeria the Global Esports Games last year. So it's it's people will just take the victory with a grain of salt. Like, I'm not surprised, but kudos to the other teams who competed, and I guess better luck for them in season 8.
Your overall assessment, Ife, how would you score this the whole grand finale itself, the whole organization of this season 7, and what should we be looking forward to, or what would be your own expectation for them to top what they've done this year already?
Yeah, I think it was a fantastic event. Like I did mention earlier, they haven't done their finals in such magnitude, so now a bigger location, which allowed more people to come and watch. The production, from what I saw, from pictures I did see, looked top notch. As always, the award ceremony was wonderful, and if you look at it, there's that swag to 10-11 that Bego was in bed with his own trophy, the same way Messi did the World Cup. What I'm expecting in season 8 now is more teams, because I know this was 11. So I'm looking for a final that would have 16 teams at least, and then a bigger
at the very least
a bigger hall so that more people can come and watch. The whole dream is to go bigger as you move along, so that's what I'm looking at. And if possible, you never know, it's been not just live streamed to YouTube, but you never know, Afro Sports also covering it on a major channel.
Definitely, that will be something to celebrate indeed, and I see sports getting to that point very soon with all the development happening all over the world. Let's leave that now and talk about Africacomicade. We know them. They do great stuff. And it's good to see that the Gamathon for 2024 has been announced. What should we be looking forward to, Ife? When is this happening? And what are the expectations? What should we look forward to from Africacomicade?
So Africacomicade with Gamathon 2024, this is their 5th edition. They started in 2020. And the whole dream of the Gamathon 2024 was to allow game developers, game creatives tell their stories, an opportunity for networking, even to pitch, because I've been opportunity to be a judge at the hackathon where a few gamers made game under 24 hours and we played it and we gave our feedback. So it continues like that. I've seen them actually grow. When you're talking about a brand that has grown, they are the perfect example. So the Gamathon 2024 starts September 30th and it goes all the way to October 4th, and it's going to have game jams, game pitches where game developers can pitch. They also have this forum for networking where they'll pair you with someone that can push you further along in the industry,
like a mentor.
It could be a mentor, it could be someone that actually give their own view as to this is where they are and this is where they can get to. And then there will be panels where industry stakeholders would speak, and there will also be fire chats, and they'll wrap up with the festival on October 4th.
Okay, exciting indeed. We're looking forward to that. It promises to be an exciting September, and we're looking forward to this one. Big shout out to Oscar, the man who is breaking every sweat. We won't say he's not breaking sweat. He's breaking every sweat to ensure Africacomicade continues to hold the fort. And it's good to see the progress is made over the last 4 or 5 years. And kudos to him indeed. Let's leave that and talk about the Ghana Esports Federation, just our neighboring Ghana here. And the tournament which was tagged the Goodbye EAFC tournament. That's an interesting initiative and a way to say, okay, bye-bye to EAFC 24. Welcome to EAFC 25, isn't it, Ife?
Yes, I thought the tagline was quite interesting. Be it, rounding off EA or waving goodbye to 24, and 25 gets launched in a few days this September. So I guess everyone is looking forward to it. The cool thing about this, which Shayo, is that it was held in one of their malls. So one of the food courts of their mall. So everyone walking by would see it
by at a glimpse.
Exactly. So that now,
and there was something to wait behind to see.
Exactly, and it sows a seed for people that don't know that esports exists. Because when you see people playing it in the food court, you're like, what is going on? Then it's an opportunity to say, oh, there's esports, there's this, and so I think it was a wonderful initiative. Kudos to Franklin Asante, who ended up emerging the winner. I'm hoping to see more of him as more EAFC tournaments come out over time in Ghana.
Okay, definitely. Kudos to Franklin. Wish him the very best. We hope that 2025 would also be his year, as he has wrapped up 2024 as a champion. We'll wait and see that one. And a brilliant one from the guys who came up with this initiative, the Ghana Esports Federation. Away from that, and definitely on the final note on the news segment, let's talk about the Global Esports Games. That is powered by the Global Esports Federation. It's a major event. You and I have been part of this all the while, right from inception. Now we're talking the 2024 edition, and the African qualifiers are currently ongoing. Are there some snippets, some gist? Which country is doing well? How is Nigeria doing? How are the other countries doing? Let's just do a quick wrap on that and see who we should look forward to seeing when the finals come up in December.
Shaya, once again, hopefully you do not tag me as the bearer of bad news. And like we did mention,
which you are.
Like we did identify in the African Esports Championship, is the basic of just being able to report the performances of teams is something that a lot of so-called member federations lack. So there is no, outside of what the GF had posted as to what the group's stages were, nobody else is posting. Once again, I'm having to go to Morocco's page to see how they've performed.
To see who
So
they
if it's
took
not
up. Yeah.
exactly, so if it's not a team they played on, I don't know how that country
No
performed.
information.
I think yes, I think the closest to it has been Zambia, who did give a shout out to their teams, telling us, we're proud of you, even as much as they did not qualify
Yeah, they
or
failed
win
to
those
qualify.
games. But
Yeah.
we are talking about more than 20 African countries. So if you have players playing these qualifiers, why are you not doing artwork or posting on social media that, win or lose, this
Promote
is
the results. It's
exactly.
sensitization. It's creating awareness as it is.
Exactly. So I'm starting to wonder if they don't know these things or they just don't identify the power of media, because no promotion, nothing. But once again, when it's time to travel, it now turns to a
that's when we see the pictures and the videos.
Exactly. So it's just sad at this point, but sadly there's nothing. I know that teams like Morocco are doing well because they are posting that they are topping their groups, but every other team.
And there's also the factor of win or lose. They get to post, so it's about getting it right. It's definitely not about winning only. But whatever the result, you're just putting yourself out there. And this for me is where we're missing the point of saying, oh, African governments do not recognize esports yet. How much of promotions are the stakeholders in the space doing for themselves that would even catch the attention of the guys in government? That may just be the case.
Exactly. And once again, it is giving that room of not being accountable.
Yeah.
Because you're not posting anything, you're not posting anything.
That's also a factor. All right, still talking about the... Okay, go on.
Yeah, so even traditional sports that we have issues with, that we say they're not accountable, they still post.
Yeah.
So even if Nigeria loses their qualifiers, they'll still post it. So now we're saying esports is supposed to be that change. That change from what traditional sports is. But it looks like we're walking in the wrong direction at this point.
Almost the same path. Almost the same path.
Exactly.
Let's leave the doomsday discussion and talk about Nigeria. What's Nigeria's performance at this? Do we have a shot? Haven't missed out on the major ones. Well, we don't know which we've qualified for really for the IASF, but for the Global Esports Games, any shots at any of the titles? Because I know another thing is those titles are really not our strongest point. So I guess our chances are really slim, right?
Yes. So it's going to be the same scenario, even in ISF and GAF. We are just going to field a team or a player for the titles that qualifiers are not needed. As for the ones that do need qualifiers, Nigeria will not have a team there, sadly.
So there's more work to be done. Staying with this story, but from a twist of Beyond Africa now, we know that the hosts has not been fully announced, and that's a bit of a concern. Is it still going to be China? Is it not going to be China? Because we know how the GF communications are. It comes with the host country and all the pomp and pageantry, but that hasn't been the case. What do we see happening over the next few weeks?
It's hard to call at this point. I know initially it was meant to be China, but for political reasons, I think they're trying to make it more of city-based. So maybe a city in China that can take on that rather than speaking to the country itself. If not, then most likely they'll be speaking to alternatives. The alternatives like UAE. No, Nigeria is not ready for that yet.
Alright guys, that has been the news segment, and yes, we delved into different stories from here in Nigeria to Ghana, and of course touching on Beyond Africa. We'll take a quick break. When I get back, it will be time to talk about the retro for today, and I've got something to say before we launch that for you. Let's take this quick break. I'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. It's still the Afrogamer show reaching you right here on AfroSports TV, and we just got done with the news segment. In case you missed it, you definitely missed some juicy information from there. But not to worry, there's still more on the show today, and right now we're going into the retro segment. And this game Unlike last week when I didn't know much of it and the guys in the house were like, oh, and I said, calm down. I don't know it as I don't know it. If I knew it, I would say. But this one, I'm very much familiar with this one, and it's one that has continued to grow in leaps and bounds. It's also exciting to see that it's been adopted by so many international tournaments, from the Global Esports Games to the World Esports Championships and much more. I even was part of the one we had in Rwanda with the Africa Esports Championships, where we used this title, game title, and that's to tell you how compatible, how it's evolved over the years. Street Fighter 2 is what we've got on the retro segment for today. Let's look at that gameplay in case you can remember something from there, and we'll be right back for more.
You win! Fight! Sonic Fight! Hadouken! Hadouken! Sonic Sonic
Alright people, welcome back. It's still the Afrogamer show reaching you on Afrosports TV, and that was Street Fighter 2. Everything has changed now. If we're talking at the moment, it's on Street Fighter 6. Everything has changed. The guys are much more buffed up, unlike the the graphical difference that you can see in Street Fighter 2. But more than anything, like I said, the guys at Capcom have continued to grow in leaps and bounds, and kudos to them. We love Street Fighter. I personally love Street Fighter. I usually love to see people play it. It's not the best of games for me, but I usually love to see people play it, and I enjoy watching the action that's packed in it. On the Spotlight today, and for those who are just joining us for the first time, Spotlight is where we talk about someone who's doing something different, something unique, something extraordinary, and we put a spotlight on them, showcase what they've done. And this time around, we're talking about a man out there from Ijebu-Ode in Ogun State, Nigeria, who made an attempt, and we're looking to confirm if that's been ratified by the Guinness World Records. He made an attempt for the longest time playing a mobile game. His name is Oside Khoded. Oluwole, that's his name, and he played the DreamLeague Soccer. That's the game he played for 75 hours. He played for 75 hours, over 500 matches, and with that he went into the books as the man who's played the longest on a mobile game, and he's taking that off me, sadly. Personally, I wanted to attempt that after the one we showcased the other time, the man who had 400 plus consoles connected to one system, and now this guy has gone to take what I was going to attempt. So what do I attempt now is the big question, but kudos to him. Oside Khoded Oluwole, who made this attempt, 75 hours playing over 500 games, is a biochemistry trained car dealer, and he was using this as a fundraising, for indigent people in his hometown of Ijebu-Ode in Ogun State. Congratulations to him on this attempt. Like I said, we hope this is ratified and that goes into the Guinness Book of World Records. Good stuff from him. You can see his picture there. You can see him showcasing different things, and it's commendable, making that attempt as a Nigerian. And it's good to see that it's coming from gaming, not just the cookathon. I know we had the cookathon, right? But now from gaming, This is a huge and commendable attempt indeed. Well done, Oside, Khoded, Oluwole. Let's leave that now and we're twisting game over a bit. Before we go to game over, there will always be a break before that because game over is the way we wrap up the show, right? But we're changing that a bit. I'll talk about that much later. But for now, we're bringing the funny side of gaming, and that's what this will be called. The funny side of gaming is PlayStation in a car. The fun side, maybe fun side, funny side, PlayStation in a car. Have you ever reasoned that out? Most of us have it in our homes, but to put it in a car, that's something unique, and it's a fun side of gaming you want to see. Let's look at that, and when I get back, it will be time to wrap up the show with the Game Over segment.
You can play the PlayStation 5 inside the PlayStation car, just like this. And if you don't want to use the DualSense for some reason, you can also do touchscreen. Check it out. This is definitely the best way to play.
Oh, the light turned green.
Oh no. Oh, I'm dead in the game.
And in real life.
Yeah.
Alright people, welcome back. Final lap of the show, and this I will be doing with a very straight face because it's about calling people to order. Not because there's anything personal, but because we need to do things right on the continent. On Game Over today, I want to share the light on a supposed partnership signed between the Esports Association of Ghana and the Nigeria Esports Federation. And this stems from first the picture, which you will see in a bit, and how we need to do things right. We need to do things right because we need to be taken serious. We need to do things right because we talk about the fact that we do not get the recognition, respect that we deserve in the world of esports and gaming. And that is why we need to get things right, do it right, showcase it right, and most importantly, not just about announcing partnerships or putting them out there, but ensuring that tangible results follow them. That is very important in whatever we do, and we expect that this particular one, as we will continue to track what progress is made from it in terms of this partnership, is done right. That is the Game Over for today. For the world of esports and gaming, we need to get things right. We need to do it better so that we don't fall into the trap that is seen in traditional sports as it is today on the continent of Africa. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us on the show. It's been the Afrogamer show right here on Afro Sports TV. I'll catch you next week on another yet exciting edition of the show. You don't want to miss it for anything. Bye for now, guys.